Hello and welcome back to Team Fortress TV. It's still Admirable, it's still eXtine, and it's still dashner. And this is round two of this ETF2L Sunshine Cup powered by ServeMe.tf. Massive shout out to Ari, not only for building us ServeMe.tf, but for sponsoring this event. I believe the prize, although it's not going to be given tonight, it'll be on Sunday for the knockouts, the finals, but it's a subscription to ServeMe.tf, which gives you a lot of extra features. It gives you like donator status even for a year. Is that what I read? 12 months. But even if you can't enter this cup and win that great prize, you should probably go and donate anyway, because you get a lot of cool additional features allowing you to book for longer, and nice things like Soap DM when you make your bookings, and even Arena Respawn, I believe, eXtine.
Yeah.
Plug.
Yeah, that ServeMe.tf is definitely a cool spot. I know a lot of people that use that, and it's just overall pretty amazing, feature in this community, or offering, I guess is another way to say it. Falcon Brigade have come through so much for this community over the years. Not just Europe, the whole world of TF2. And certainly helpful getting the Sunshine Cup going, which has been a great showcase of this map so far.
Yeah, Kakelti raising an interesting question. How can the finals be on Sunday if the servers are all being used for the Archimedes Cup? So that's going to be interesting. Ari says as well that there's 30 keys in the prize, and we have gone live here. This game in round two is the Knutsson Rollerbladers versus top5rocket. So it's the number 2 team in Europe against a French Div 1/Div 2 team. We're going to go to the first middle here. I'm looking at the demo man Kaizo from top5rocket. He's there pretty fast. He's already trying to pre-fire those stickies, so it doesn't really find a target. Both teams just looking for position here before they commit. Neo and Obdi, the 2 soldiers on our French side, jumping up top trying to get damage, but get forced back themselves. Neo going to go down. First blood here on this mid-fight, but Ams is going to follow him for the BK side. It's looking pretty good for our red Knutsson Rollerbladers. Not only have they cleaned up a middle, they're pushing ahead, but they don't realise Blitzo's behind. He's in on Knutsson. Knutsson down to 49 health here. Scout's doing his best to try and get that medic pick, but he's being body blocked in the door. Wow.
Yeah, top 5 Noble showing in middle, just not quite able to follow through all the way, but they did get Inho out safely, so have to wait for... Well, wait, actually, he's under attack. Yeah, had to pop that Uber, so scratch that.
New map, I suppose, for Europe, but his teammates didn't seem to know where to find him, and he just popped to save himself. Zebo doesn't escape with his own life, though. He does go down there to Kaizo's stickies, but that does mean there is a huge Uber advantage here for the Knutsson Rollerbladers, aka BK. They're moving in now from the left. They're going to pop early in the face of this heavy weapons guy from Super Copo. He's gunning down Red, veteran demo man, slain. And this is looking a little sketchy right now for Knutsson Rollerbladers. They've only got 2 players left alive, Zebasai and Butnos, but Zebo was a respawn, so he's not even in this fight.
Yeah, Zebo's up top, is going to find the 1v1 versus the scout, but Blitzo full health, should be able to take this. Is not quite able to get Zebasai until Kaizo comes in from the side, so Super Copo, the heavy weapons guy, the only one going down there, and good off-classing there. Definitely drew enough fire to give his team what they needed to survive that attack, and we'll push out to 2.
Yeah, a little bit of an adjustment here to the BK roster. Usually they would have Zappis playing Roamer, but they've actually got Buttnose in as a merc for this cup. But Buttnose is jumping deep in to get the force here, and he has done that and allowed his teammates to back out pretty much safely, except for Hair P, who didn't get the memo. He's going to stay just in front of that bistro, cafe, restaurant area and get gunned down, but they will have Uber if they can weather this next storm. But already top5rocket are on their case. Neo's trying to make Knutsson surrender his life, but he's unable to do it. Knutsson survived. He's back into the lobby there, and he's going to have Uber real soon, but it looks like they'll get the cap anyway next time.
Yeah, this is good pressure, good kind of just continuing to push, and we're going to see if maybe they could have caught Knutsson out of position, get an Uber charge out of him. They do get it now, and they're backing out with their medic, so this is smartly played. If they can keep the medic alive and keep that Uber charge, should just be able to kind of counter push into 2. They actually have a back cap going on. Looks like they will get it. There you go. The Blitzo cap does the trick. What a play.
It's beautiful. Just to give you guys a quick roster rundown, Neo is playing Roamer for top 5 Rocket, Opti on Pocket, Kaizo's a Demo Man, Ombrak on Medic, and Blitzo and Super Copo playing Scout here, but Blitzo with that huge back cap puts his team 1-0 up against favourites Knutsson Rollerbladers. Now onto the second middle. Kaizo's pretty weak there, the blue Demo Man taking a lot of damage from Rib, but Rib's just setting up for his team, but Neo straight in and kills off Rib, Opti onto Knutsson, but meanwhile the flank of BK storms forward, Hair P picking up a brace of frags there, a third one as well, a fourth onto Kaizo, and he and Zevasai are going 2v1s against Super Kobo, but Kobo manages to win the one-on-one against Hair P, but then Zebo cleans him up, but wow, what a devastating middle all around eXtine.
Yeah, Buttnose came in from behind there and got the Medic top 5 inho. So, I mean, that certainly kind of helped seal the deal for BK. And then the scouts just survived throughout it, were the ones that kind of cleaned up at the very end there. So, should still be decent, defensive possibilities for top 5 Rocket. Looks like they will be able to kind of just get set up here, get their players out. Get an early pick on Zebo, and could possibly push if they get another pick here.
Kaizo playing a bit of a dangerous game there, trying to push ahead in through his own cafe, but he does regroup with his team, and they're going to go in through choke. In fact, Zebasai.
Yeah. Good stickies. Kaizo does get 2. Buttnose getting the kill there, but that's a pretty fair trade. A lot of pressure on Nuts, and Nuts goes down to Blitzo, who also picks up AMS. Rib backing out. Zebasai on the sniper. He is back by Spire on a second, so he's going to hide in a little shadow back there, and maybe try to pick somebody off as they come by. But a good situation for top 5 Rocket right now.
Yeah, Zebo seems a little unsure as to where exactly he should be aiming. He thinks there's another place to stand there, but no, he's sitting way back here. He's watching towards flank, but it looks like top 5 Rocket are going to come through choke. They're taking their time here because they know they have a huge advantage. They know there's no real rush. Knutsson's back on the field, but he's only got 30%, whilst Ombrak's sitting here with that full charge. They're trying to decide how they want to approach this. They're going to go through flank now, but that might be playing into Zebo's hands. If that call comes in, there's a long line of sight there, but they're already quite close. If they just push directly for this roller draw with the charge, they might be able to catch them, but they popped early. They've shown their hand. They're trying to lead forward here. They decide just to go for that frag onto Hair P, but this Uber, they waited a long time. That means that Knutsson's going to be coming up with one of his own, and Buttnose is in behind onto Ombrak, surfing like a boss. Gets the kit. 6 serves.
That was amazing. Picking up that pack and staying alive. Really, sometimes those plays are pretty underrated. Thankfully, we were able to highlight that one out because that kept his team in it. And I mean, they do have a disadvantage with the overcharge, and it looks like BK are thinking about pushing here. They're getting some good intel from Zebasai, who did pick off 1 kill on Neo, and now they're out at the door here, wanting to use this charge aggressively. AMS pushes out, but then is actually going to back out. Blitzo on the back cap again, enough to drag the team backwards. And 4 up for both teams, but the offense should just be able to kind of pause out here, regain their other numbers, and get this Uber charge and then push out. But actually, BK bringing the tempo. Good aggressive play from them. They are ready to push, and they're going to use this charge to jump out. I don't know if they'll be able to capture the medic, though. And no chance of Blitzo getting behind them as he's just coming back from spawn. They picked up 2 frags. It's a good start to him here on capturing the Spire.
Yeah, solid strategy. Blitzo down, push. They knew they were safe. Super Copo is very weak. Their tag teams. It was a little help from Blitzo, but Zebo comes in and he's run behind. He's got the force and he's strong. This scout is a one-on-one, and Zebo doesn't lose many of those. Kills off both scouts in separate fights and is still behind there. And really, top 5 Rocket have nothing to do but to retreat and sort of shore up, make sure these leaky flanks are plugged. And you're going to see a lot of red players on that church, that midpoint. They're going to cap it and move forward here, and everybody will be spawning for top 5 Rocket, so they could be able to put up a decent defense here despite being behind in the Uber game eXtine.
Yeah, they also have Blitzo on Spy here, who's getting into a nice position here. This definitely could be a surprising play. Oh no, then gets spotted out. The splash damage from the rocket jump, as well as him decloaking, revealed him to the scout, so picked off. Red is going to push in with this Uber. Looks like they're getting pretty good effect right now. They do get Kaizo, Demo Man. Medic does sneak away, but should be able to get a quick capture here and pressure on last. Still picking up frags, actually.
And the cap has been denied. Neo jumps in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's going to go down himself, but he did buy a few seconds here, but probably not worth it. He's got quite a long spawn there, another 17 seconds before he's back on the field. His team are very short-handed here as they try and hold on to last. Kaizo's just spawned up, he jumps over from the spawn and no one was looking up.
Oh.
It's all on Kaizo here. Super Coop's
going to come out here as well. Oh, he does get the help. Both scouts. Oh, Zebo goes down as well. It's just Hairpy, who is not going to come in. He's from far enough away, and he realizes, okay, Neo's spawning now. There's no way this is going to happen. He might actually, he was thinking about hiding and going for a back cap, I think. But it's going to be long enough time before top 5 really push out here. Great defense.
An interesting spawn, you know, there's that vertical cover, a little bit like snake water, I guess, that you can't see people coming from the spawn if you're capping the point, so they got surprised. I like it, it's devilish, excellent viewing material, but both teams losing players here, a scout down at a piece, Hairpy and Super Copo, and it seems like the BK are trying to work that left side. They've got 4 players focused in the lobby. They managed to get a frag. Buttnose has jumped in from behind as well, trying to isolate. They've got this 2-man advantage and they're going to use that. They're driving a wedge here. They're trying to force their way in. eXtine, Buttnose from the flank as well, fighting on multiple fronts. Super Copo respawns as heavy, but they need to get players on the point right now. They want to block it. He's walking forward. He's trying to get.
Wow.
They could just. Ants might just be able to stand on the point. Blitzo comes in, but not this time.
Yeah, top 5 Rocket are certainly fighting it out and really giving their hardest. That was a really close attempt at holding them off on that one. Just not able to do quite enough with the heavy weapons guy. But tied 1-1 in 10 minutes. Definitely an exciting game so far.
Yeah, and to think people wanted to see that Party Boys game. What were they talking about, man? Shows that democracy doesn't work.
Ooh, Rib gets a lot of early damage on Kaizo. But Kaizo now getting healed up. Rib's got to back up, reconnecting with his medic finally. And aggression from Opti, but just manages to trade kills with Buttnose. More aggression from the blue soldier jumping in again. But also has to bounce back out for a second there. Rib just kind of surviving throughout this fight.
Sneaky Hairpy went all the way under the point there, despite the fact his team seemed to be losing the fight. Got that medic pick onto Ombrak. And even though it was pretty unconvincing mid-fight there by BK, Hairpy has gotten that all-important medic pick. So they'll have the option to push here, which they will know about be taken as soon as they have 6 players on the field. So I wonder how the French from top 5 Rocket are going to try and position themselves and nullify this invulnerability that's just about to knock on their door.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks like they want to come from Cafe. No, they're just going to go all through choke. BK they're just giving me the jukes here. They're going left and right.
Yeah, it looks like Cafe might be the answer, and they want to use this charge aggressively again, but, well, no, now they're flaking me out. And picking up the other scout, switching up back over to choke. Just don't quite know. They might just burn this entire advantage here.
I think they don't realize.
Yeah, they're sitting in Buttnose. They should know. And Buttnose coming in, big huge bomb, but craters right after he gets that first rocket. So I mean, did put a lot of damage on the top 5 Inho, but they're still controlling this whole turf.
Oh, Zebo gets spotted out by Blitz, so he's going to get pincered by both scouts here on flank, and he can't win that 2-on-1.
Yeah, so BK just went from having an advantage and holding second point, and being able to push in with it, to losing 2 scouts and giving up advantage for free. So didn't really go so well for him. Premiership TF2. I see why we lost I-52 now. Jump in from the Uber soldier. Does get the Uber in response from Red. But Blue is backing up all right. The soldier will get out. We'll just have to kind of grab that pack. Try to get back in. Super Copo going down. Top 5 Inho goes down to Rib, who's aggressively playing on choke. There goes the red medic, so it's 2v2, but Blue has a health advantage here. But Zebasai, can't count him out.
I think Knutsson, our BK medic, got a little bit confused there. He was trying to go right through Cafe once his team went choke, didn't realise that he was exposed. RP comes in just to deny Blitzo, who was forward trying to cap CP4, but Knutsson, just with a poor choice of direction at that fork in the road. His team have been sort of strung up here, but they're still in the game. Buttnose is hiding on flank with 200 health. He's looking for this scout to walk past him. He's just hidden in that corner. Meanwhile, action going on around Choke and Cafe. Spam being traded, but Buttnose is going to jump in now. He's looking for that medic. He's onto Ombrack. Surfs away on 40 health, and Buttnose has been eliminated. Well played by the French medic.
Decent first shot from Buttnose, but top 5 Inho, no problem dealing with that.
They're going to back off a little bit though. They seem unsure. They've got 2 players behind. In fact, Neo and Blitzo both working the flank here, but Blitzo's going to be taking 2v1 against Zebo and Herpy, but Herpy's actually able to finish him off on his own. Uber's traded on middle though, and this will allow the French team top5rocket to buy time for their respawns. In another 8 seconds, Neo and Blitzo will be back on the field, but they haven't been able to keep that strong position. Half their team leave while half go forward, but Knutsson goes down. Yeah.
Kaizo did get that kill on Knutsson, pretty important. And it looks like they just missed out on forward spawns for Super Copo, who I think might have even gotten his spawn pushed back, if I saw that correctly, which is a terrible thing that can happen to you occasionally. Now, though, they're all 6 up. They have a 40% Uber advantage, and they're kind of slowly poking at, are they going to let us in the middle? Through the flank, they see the soldier getting ready to bomb. He comes forward, charging, but does not get the meta kill. Inho again dodging nicely. Just pick up the pack. Blitzo goes down, but they might try to push out here. Looks like they will try to close in on another kill on the flank side, which was Zebasai. So now a 1-man advantage, still sending soldiers forward aggressively. Chasing players out. Did pick up Rib there. That's a great kill. Scout's going to capture middle while the rest of the team moves forward. I like this aggressiveness.
Big rockets coming out from Opti. The French pocket there crushed Zebasai on the flank. There's a scout hiding in spawn though. Zebasai on the respawn comes out, kills off the soldier first, doesn't even bother going for that medic pick. Now he guns him down, but pops off that Uber charge just in time to save himself and his teammates. But the counter Uber is coming in momentarily, and they are slightly outnumbered here. Zebasai and Ams trying to hound these players through Choke, but turning around to deal with the leaky flank. They've killed off Super Copo, but not before he kills off Ams and Zebasai. Nice 2k there from the French scout, but the action is going on all over the place. Neo and Blitzo trying to work around Cafe. They force the charge here. Knutsson pops, but they can't make it out. There's a they've been surrounded on all sides there, and they've gone down. But Ombrack is back in the field with Opti. They're going to begin to build that charge, and it should be pretty much neck and neck. But they've had to sacrifice that midpoint.
Yeah, strong plays by BK there. And Neo and Blitzo getting caught out does, kind of hamper things, but at least they got him to use that charge. That'll allow him to be in a little bit better defensive posture, even if they can't hold the point here. They should be safe for last. It's been a very back and forth map. I mean, just, trading control points while still being a very, very close game and tied 1-1. Herpy down low, he's trying to pick off one of the scouts, couldn't quite finish that kill. Rotates back around. They should be able to get the capture here, as Blue has just kind of been shoved back.
You're going to see BK making their way up to that top right hand side on the attacking perspective, and they're Ubering in 3 or 4 players here, so this is potentially an opportunity for the French to chase top5rocket. Have juggled Rib over to one side, but he somehow manages to survive on all those scatter shots, makes his way out in that right hand door, and he has lived to tell the tale. But Buttnose wasn't so fortunate, he's just respawned. But as I say that, Knutsson gets a scatter shot in the back. He's gone down to Super Copo, but it looks like BK just want to try their luck. They're going for last, they're rolling the dice, but the house always wins here. top5rocket, the casino.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I was watching it on top 5s as you were talking, and just kind of watching him debate on.
Oh, they're gonna get it!
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that really came down to top 5. Couldn't really figure out what to do, and he was out with Kaizo, and then it ended up ditching Kaizo when that capture started, being like, oh, I don't know where to go. Kaizo died to Zebasai, and then top 5 was also still separated from his other 3 teammates, and they didn't rotate to him when he came back, and then he just got dropped as well. So it was just kind of pretty nasty setup there as we head into the mid. It's a fresh round though. We'll see what happens for top 5.
Ams jumps up and knocks Neo off his perch there. Buttnose comes in, gets the 2k, kills off Roamer and Demo Man. Buttnose the super sub here, merkin for Knutsson Rollerbladers for this cup. Blitz is still in there dancing around for the blue team, but decides to back off through flank. He's going to come in again, having picked up the kit, and finishes off the weak Buttnose there. But they have had to give up that midpoint. Now we're going to see top5rocket regroup around their medic. and try and come up with a plan here. They do have that one-man advantage. They could push, even though it's equal Ubers. It's definitely an option. They're one round down right now, 2-1 to BK with 12 minutes left on the clock. They're thinking about it, but I think they're going to make the smarter decision here. Zebo's peeking from the flank, runs into Blitzo, but both teams just sort of feeling each other out right now, eXtine.
Yeah, definitely. Aborting the push was the right call there. They almost lost a player early, you know, and if you're pushing with Uber from a defensive perspective, and then you have to Uber to save somebody before you even get anywhere, it's just like not going to work out. Buttnose does go on, down on the side. Neo and Blitzo combining to take care of that. But they also lost Super Kopo, so we're kind of standoff again. But it looks like there is some action from flank side. Neo getting picked off by Herpy, who's still trying to rotate around. Blitzo then getting trapped in by Rib, so players going down for top 5. Kaizo and top 5 Inho gonna back up, and looks like BK have an easy control over second here.
Yeah, the Knutsson Rollerbladers really bludgeoned him with that first bomb in from Ams with the Uber flash there. He just found all those French players grouped up around the entrance to the cafe, and that initial damage seemed to just make things slip out of French control. They did manage to keep their medic up, which is important. They'll be able to put up a decent fight here on last, but right now they are a round down and they're facing another advantage push here from the Knutsson Rollerbladers, but they're not actually in position to push in time, so it will be equal Ubers by the time the push comes in. It seems like BK want to rotate up to the right here and look for some easy frags. They've got a good rocket on the Blitzer there, but he surfs back. Amps is going to go in with this single Uber. They haven't even managed to force the multi. They've just gone straight in and straight out. They've traded Ubers, they've taken that out of the equation, and now they're getting ready for the real push. Herpy's going to focus down Blitzo with Rib, Botnose and Zebasai combined to take down Super Kopo, and the focus fire is just incredible here from the Knutsson Rollerbladers as they decimate their opposition there, took them apart as well. It was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, really well played from them, and they're starting to get control of this game. First 10 minutes were back and forth, tied 1-1. The second 10 minutes have now been BK running away with it, and you know, top 5 have had some nice plays, but just a little bit disorganization coming in, and that tends to happen just as the kind of stress goes on, and you know, BK waking up, and you know, you can't keep up that top performance forever.
Right now in this mid-fight, BK are working their way slowly forward from Chook around that left side. They seem to have intimidated top 5 Rocket, who sort of backed out for a second into Cathay, but now they're coming in again. They've got a second wind. They're going to move forward as Zebo and Buttnose go down. Blitzo take control of that little hut. They've managed to isolate Rib, who didn't get out in time. His medic and Pocket sort of hung him out to dry there, left him for dead. Rib has been sacrificed, but they've escaped and they have that Uber charge. They didn't seem convinced that they should contest that mid-fight, and they're going to go back here and hope for a better exchange defending CP2.
Yeah, Knutsson stayed alive there. You know, that's good. They should be able to hold on to this with their Uber charge, no problem. Have to wait for a player to come back. Now Buttnose dying. It looks like Uber charge is in here from blue team, but popped quite a bit earlier than that red Uber, so should just be able to clean things up pretty easily here. Rib doing some work, and pressure being sent out from OMS.
Yeah, they managed to produce the goods there. Zebasai got dropped right at the start of that Uber. He was calling out to Knutsson for a flash, but didn't get it in time, but his teammates just came up strong there. Oh, a big bomb in from Ams as he combines with the bait play of his scout there. I think that was Herpy, who sort of ran around choking, baited the Frenchies forward into the sledgehammer that is Am's rocket launcher. But right now with the man advantage, BK are going to continue to push here. They don't even care about that Uber eXtine.
No, not whatsoever. And I think that's the right move. Save them the Uber for last and just keep the aggression up, because right now top 5 just don't know how to deal with it. And Rib coming in, follows up, gets the kill on Opti. A little bit of sticky splash through the door. Pressure's still coming, and Zebasai just wants to push. So let's just do this. Doesn't have Uber charge yet, 5% away. Knutsson stays close though, not enough really of a threat, you know, to force anything or really make him sweat besides popping that off and getting the capture here, 4-1.
Yeah, they seem to be finding their groove right now, despite having Buttnose as Merc. Still incredible Prem level team here. not to disparage Butno's also an incredible gamer. He hasn't played in a few seasons, even though he plays double mixes every night. I don't get that. Won't compete in the league, but plays TF2 every night eXtine. What's that all about?
I don't know. Sometimes it's time and scheduling. You know, that's tough. That's what it comes down to. But you know, at least he's got those skills out and is playing TF2 one way or the other. That's how I view it. Rib getting jumped on. Soldier here can't quite finish the kill though. And top 5 rockets could have used a top 5 rocket right there to finish up the kill on the BK demo man.
Oh, they're gonna isolate Umbrak there, cut off all routes of escape. Medic down, and this is probably going to be a straightforward round unless the French can produce some magic here. They should have 6 up, but Neo is going to go down early, trying to take a fight against all odds. Knutsson pops here. He's going to be able to flash most of his players, but Zebo is currently down. The blue team have to throw players onto the point here. Top 5 Rocket doing their best to deny that cap, but just the superior positioning from BK. They step on the point, they step off it, they beat them there, and just, it's a meat grinder.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely, I mean, there's a big kind of confidence, you know, aspect to TF2. Once you really get rolling and everything's firing on all cylinders, it's just easy to keep that going and just play really, really hot and aggressively. And Rib kind of just blazing fast to mid again, sees the demo over on flank side, actually takes a ton of damage from Kaizo and Neo coming in at the same time, so BK might have to find the mid success from some other sources. I definitely think that's possible though.
Yeah, the Rib sort of nuked from orbit there was an important first big pick on that mid fight. Really opened things up for top 5 Rocket, and they did manage to wipe BK, so even though they're 4 rounds behind here, 5-1 down, they're still giving it 110%. They've got 5 minutes on the clock. You could roughly equate that to 5 rounds. I still believe eXtine.
Well, I'm glad that you got some hope. Zebasai going for some irregular play here, switching up to Spy, and well, I think he's already on top of the Spire infiltrating, so as long as he's not spotted out through this cloak, he's actually going to have to give up on the cloak, and he's got the regular revolver out. Where's the ambassador, man?
Yeah, that's been added, I believe, to the unlocks lists in Season 20. ETF2L always throwing a few more in there, and that's the provisional whitelist that we're running with here for this cup as well. The direct hit, probably the one most people are complaining about for no reason whatsoever. But
yeah, that's alright.
Here. Uber's coming in from top 5 Rocket. They've managed to get Knutsson. He's nowhere near getting his charge. They still have 6 players up, and they're already in position to control those spawn doors and begin capping the point. Butnos respawns and jumps in, but it's not going to matter. Top 5 Rocket with a very convincing round there. They crushed on middle, and they crushed on last eXtine.
Yeah, it was a good consolation round. I mean, put it like that. I think it is out of their reach right now. With 4 minutes on the clock and needing 3 rounds to tie it up. I think that Sunshine's a pretty fast-paced game, and we've seen some really great action on it, but I don't think it's that fast-paced. I guess they could still scientifically prove me wrong, but at least they can maybe get some more confidence built up and feel ready for their next match in this group stage format, as well as, you know, just confidence on this map moving forward in this tournament. And right now, Om's going pretty crazy.
Yeah, Zebasai and Butnos went down right at the start of that middle, but somehow, despite that early lead in players, top 5 Rocket didn't convert, and they're struggling to find anything on this middle. Knutsson is down underneath there, 150 health, because Neo isn't shooting him all. He's going for Rib instead, but Medic probably the high value target there. He's just got that Uber charge whilst Umbrak had died on middle, so top 5 Rocket definitely going to have to play super defensive here. They're looking to force that charge out early and run back to last, but there's currently only 4 players on the field already. BK pouring through these choke points. It looks like they want to work their way around through Cafe. They're going to send Butnos round to flank, but they've been spotted here. So the spam is coming in strong, and it's been enough to force off Knutsson. He's dropped Ams as well, so definitely an opportunity here for our French team to pull off a miraculous defense, but there's still only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. It's 3-on-3 here. Ribs controlling that roller door, but there's going to be no respect shown. Kaizo just walks out and crushes him sticky after sticky. He's trying to find Herpy here, help his scout Blitzer with this, but Blitzer doesn't need any help. He's going to gun him down.
It's the medic behind. We're going to finish the capture. Knutsson, nicely done. And I was going to say the scout almost had the capture there, but then they gave it up. I don't think that really ended up having much of a difference on spawns or whatever, but still, you know, point of pride for Knutsson to get that capture himself.
This is the stage of the game where everyone's just trying to pad their stats now. Am's going in deep there looking for some extra damage. We've got Zebo playing sniper here, and I'm always a strong critic of Zebo playing sniper. But maybe this is the game. I hear a headshot ringing out there. I'm not sure who he hit. Looks like Neo's pretty weak, but wow. Oh, Zebo on the Super Copo right there. He's looking for clips for his frag movie for sure.
Right. And it looks like Opti instead getting a little clip there, juggling Zebasai. Knutsson here with arms, just kind of backing up. They got a minute 25 left on the clock. Just kind of got to finish this out, and they don't want to give up any more points. Just for pride to top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. If anything, you know, this is sending a message to the other teams in their group that they should not be underestimated. They'll be looking for that second place spot because it's top 2 in each group that will progress to that knockout on Sunday. And top 5, even though they're losing here, they're looking like contenders to duke it out with everyone else. The action does continue though as Kaizo and Neo find themselves deadified. And the rest of the team are sort of trying to back out through this flank, but they're being chased by an Uber thing. It's Ams who finds a nice rock onto Super Copo, then another onto Opti. He's coming looking for heals from his medic, but Ombrak's giving them the old run around here. He's slipped them into the lobby, and he's going to be able to hit a huge arrow there onto Kaizo, saves him, starts the buffs as well. Amts is coming in, he's looking for that medic pick. Another great serve from the French medic. Oh, Amts has been made to look silly here. The
Melee
Scotsman
down.
skull cutter comes out. Oh, that's been added recently as well. They're even using all the unlocks here. I love it.
Yeah. Pretty clowny play there, but a good laugh for everybody involved. And Blue just trying to hang in there. Got the melee out. Does get the Ubersaw kill on Rib. Does get the Uber itself, so it definitely helps Blue stay in there. Flashing that around, keeping the heals out there. But that is the server time expiring, and there you have it. BK getting the win, 5-2 over top5rocket.
Yeah, that was pretty decisive. Got to take a look at the logs as well. Everyone loves these statistics, but there will be a third and final round of the group stage coming up this evening. That'll be in about 20 minutes time. We'll probably give you guys another vote, although there was one game we were interested in, that C-Play game.
Yeah.
But whipping out the logs, I'll put them in Twitch chat too. Oh, Suyo's already there. He's ahead of the game.
Yeah, Zebo, 8 frags ahead of his closest teammate. 35 kills, 24 deaths. Pretty aggressive stuff. Rib, top score for damage.
Yeah, and Opti actually stepping up there. 10 air shots, 316 DPM, 25 frags, 12 assists, 23 deaths.
Pretty solid performance there for sure.
That was definitely the best game we've seen so far. Although the standard wasn't high after Reason rolled 5-0 through the first round. But we will be offering you guys a chance to vote for round 3. I'm taking a rough look here. I'll put a straw poll together again, sure. Everyone loves that shit, but where is that link that Permzilla sent me? Oh dear. We have a list somewhere with all the fixtures on it. But the game we were interested in was C-Play versus Party Boys. Party Boys, of course, won the previous vote, but their opponents forfeited. So maybe they automatically win the right to be casted next time. eXtine.
Yeah. Now you're talking my language. I was trying to see how fast these results are getting updated as well. If we know if both those teams have won their other matches. Could be the face-off of 2-0 versus 2-0, right?
That's a good point. Looking... Reason have won both their games, but down in that other group, there's no results submitted yet, but Nameless aren't playing, it seems, so all their games will be forfeited. But no results submitted yet. It's Europe, you know, we like to take things easy. We don't have the luxury of a ESEA client to auto-update our scores. But
quick shout out to our sponsor, serveme.tf, and the man behind that, Ari, doing a fantastic job. Great to have their servers for us, through this event, and their contributions to the community as a whole. And it's also just kind of a great showcase, a great prelude to the 20th season of ETF2L. If you haven't registered yet, I believe registration's still open for a good chunk of time, so go find a team.
Definitely. And if you're interested in getting involved with the coverage, contact us at Team Fortress TV. We're always looking for new casters, new streamers, new writers, anyone that wants to help out.
Yeah, definitely.
And maincall.tf as well, our other European organization, they are going from strength to strength. They'll be looking to do more coverage this season. We work with them as well to try and coordinate our casting schedule. So we're all one big happy casting family here in Europe. But for the time being, let's go to another quick break and we'll whip up a straw poll for you. Let you guys decide who you want to see in the third and final round of this group stage. But stay here on Team Fortress TV for more sunshine action soon.